What's up? It's me, Brianka J, and this is a new episode of Book Talk where we talk all things books. So that means if you're a book lover, like I'm a book lover, and all of these subscribers here are book lovers, then you should be hitting subscribe right now because we talk all things books, whether it's analysis, theory, reviews, short stories, new releases. We like to get into the nitty gritty of the book world. Um, if you already have been here before and you're a subscriber, then thank you for coming. Every subscription, every comment, every like helps continue to share the channel. I appreciate you so much. Don't forget to check out the description box. It's chock full of good things that I love and adore. And so I share them with you. A lot of them are free to try out for the first time. And yeah, I use them every day. So I wouldn't share them if I didn't use them. But today I'm here because when I woke up, Dolly Alderton's Good Material clicked. It just clicked for me. Um, I don't know if you've ever felt that way. You read a book, you move on. I'm actually reading something totally different now. I read all fours and now I'm reading Martyr. So the fact that two books later, it's clicking for me is the sign of a really well written novel. So I can appreciate that. But wow. To go into the details, just give you a summation of the book. We see a guy, he starts the book off and he's getting dumped by his long term girlfriend. He's 35 and he's a comedian. He's struggling in his career and his agent doesn't call him back and he's just going through it, man. And we're in his journal. And so we see how he starts to deal with this breakup. And I think he goes about it in every way you could go about a breakup. He goes to visit his mom for a few weeks. He talks to his friends about it way too much. He rebounds with like a 23-year-old girl. He runs into his ex at the bank with her new boyfriend. He argues with argues with the ex. He sleeps with the ex. He becomes a gym rat and stops eating carbs for months at a time. He bombs at his comedic show. Everything. He lives on a boat. I mean, like, guys, he really goes through it with this breakup, and he goes through it so much that it's not funny. It's just like, man, this guy needs help. This guy needs a hug. This guy needs a therapist. This guy needs to get over this relationship. But he finally has this breaking point, and this is like his full circle moment, and he is able to bring himself together, and it becomes so simple that is stupid. Like, so the book starts off with him writing a list, and he says like reasons not to be with Jen, and he doesn't have anything substantial to put in the book in the list. He still wants to be with her. He's the one being dumped, so of course he doesn't have anything to say negative about her. He loves her, but then he goes through all these challenges as I just told you about. Goes back to it. It's been about several months at this point, and he says the reasons not to be with Jen, and he says because Jen doesn't want to be with me. And like, just sit with that, because if you've ever been rejected in any way, whether it's losing a job or a friend or a spouse, someone you love wants to leave, wants to go away from you, it hurts like hell, right? And you go about it and deal with it in so many ways. But I think what Dolly Alderton teaches us in Good Material is that you're so worthy, and that anybody worth being with should want to be with you. Because when I thought about that this morning, I thought about what's the alternative? You being with someone and them staying with you out of pity, or you spending all of your time convincing them that this is the best decision for them, or you live unloved, none of those are fulfilling. When that situation of rejection comes up for you, it's so much better to accept it. And of course, it takes time. Like this guy takes months and months and months to get there and heal. But you have to remember that you're just so, so, so worthy, and that rejection hurts, but it's better than the alternative in every way, because the person or the thing or the job or the friend you should want should be the friend who also want, and the friend, the job, or the spouse that also wants you. And if that's not what's happening, if you're not being chosen, then you shouldn't do it. You just shouldn't take it. You shouldn't participate. It just is what it is, you know? Be your main character. And I think when I read this, when I was reading this, I didn't really understand it, but that's the theme of a good book. You take your time to get there. But then I was thinking about this new release song came out a few weeks ago called Luther. No, it's not called. It's called 30 by 30. With SZA and Kendrick Lamar, they're hip hop artists. You can find it on Apple, with Spotify, wherever you listen to music. But she says like, I only want your love if it's solid. But if it's fuck me, then fuck you. And that's the way I like it. And I think those two messages, that I don't, the reason not to be with Jen is because she doesn't want to be with me. And the message from SZA and Kendrick Lamar is like, I only want your love if it's solid. I think they go together. They coincide. Um, Only be in solid relationships of any kind. And if they don't fuck with you, that should be a big enough reason not to fuck with them, no matter how great you think they might be, because it's not reciprocal. And if that's the case, it's not worth your time. You are so much more important than that. You're so much more worthy than that. And you deserve to be in relationship with people who can see it. Period. Um, yeah, and I think she talks about that as a paragraph when she talks about rejection. She says like, when you go through these things, it's not you obsessing, because it's not just about that particular rejection, but every rejection you've ever experienced. And so, yeah, maybe your friend doesn't want to be your friend anymore, but that's not it. It's about every instance of rejection that you faced in your life, and it all comes up into that moment, and you feel unworthy, but you are worthy, and you deserve to be around people who see that, and you deserve to be in environments where you can be watered and you can be nourished and you can be taken care of, because you are worthy. So that's what came up to me. That was what really revealed itself to me. And if I'm ever in a position to help a friend through a breakup or rejection of any kind again, I think that's what I will tell them and what I'll recommend for them to read. Because as much as I was annoyed by the protagonist, I think he was the most human person that we've encountered in a book in a while. And so I am suggesting you guys read it if you're going through any type of loss of any kind. You might get a few laughs, you might get a few irritations, a few annoyances, but hopefully, as the main character does, as I have done, you will find a turning point where something reveals itself to you, and you think, "Wow, this was worth the read. This was worth the time." Other than that, I want you to tell me what you think about the work, what you think the message was. What do you think of what I just shared about the message? Let me know in the comments, and make sure to check out the description box. I do leave a link to the book, also as well as a link to Audible. Guys, you know I love me some Audible. It's how I get through my work days. So if you click the link below, you get 2 free books. And then every month you'll get a new book for the same price as like one simple coffee. And then 30% off any other books you read. And then, of course, if it's still January, guys, have a few more days. So it's still time to get on your fitness goals for the new year. I have ClassPass there, free trial with 20 credits. Try out some gym classes. I myself love Pilates and hot yoga. It's so relaxing and so calming for me. But check out some classes that appeal to you to get fit, to get in it this year. And then, of course, if you're a natural girly or guy who loves your skincare and your hair care, I do share a 20% off code for Sunny and Dimby. She does all natural skin and hair products with no kind of chemicals in them. It's black owned, it's woman owned, it's simply phenomenal. Um, 20% off there. So, yeah, I'll see you soon. I hope you hit that subscribe button. I'll be back to talk about Martyr. If you've already read it, then you know my brain is spinning. So I'm excited to share it with you because what was that? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Keep on reading.